Imagine turning college costs into tax-free money with one form. Want to see how a tiny IRS rule became a college cheat code? Stay with me. Most people think a 529 is just a savings account. It is actually a tax engine wrapped in state perks and federal rules. Used right, it pays for school and still funds retirement later. Here is the timeline and the playbook. In the 1980s, states tested prepaid tuition ideas. In 1996, Section 529 arrived and standardized college savings nationwide. In 2001, Congress made qualified withdrawals tax-free. In 2017, K-12 tuition up to a limit joined the party. In 2019, student loans up to a lifetime cap became eligible. In 2020, for the big twist landed, Roth rollovers from 529s. Start with the core benefit because it drives everything. You contribute after-tax dollars into a 529. The money grows tax-deferred while you invest. Withdrawals for qualified education expenses are tax-free. Qualified means tuition, fees, books, required equipment, and often computers. Room and board qualifies when the student is at least half-time. Many foreign universities also qualify if listed on federal databases. States add their own boosters on top of federal rules. Most states offer a state tax deduction or credit on contributions. Some require you to use the in-state plan to claim it. A few states give no deduction at all. Fees differ a lot, so low-cost index options usually win. You can live in one state and use another state's plan. You just might lose the home state deduction if you switch. Control is another hidden advantage parents love. The account owner, not the student, controls the money. You can change the beneficiary to a close family member. Think siblings, cousins, parents, or a future child. Scholarship offset rules let you withdraw scholarship amounts penalty-free. You will owe income tax on the earnings part withdrawn, but no extra penalty on the scholarship equivalent. Financial aid treatment matters, so here is the short version. Parent-owned 529s count as a parent asset at a low percentage. Distributions no longer count as student income under the new FAFSA. Grandparent 529. Distributions used to hurt aid and now usually do not. That change makes grandparent-owned 529s far more powerful. Now, the reason people call it a cheat code in 2024. Leftover 529 money can become Roth IRA money for the beneficiary. There is a lifetime rollover cap set by law. The 529 must be open for at least 15 years. Recent contributions and their earnings for 5 years are not eligible. Rollovers are limited by annual IRA contribution limits. The beneficiary needs earned income for the year of the rollover. Translation: leftovers can morph into tax-free retirement money over time. Here is how families use that twist on purpose. They fund early to maximize compounding for college. They keep a small cushion in case of extra semesters. After graduation, they slowly roll leftovers to the beneficiary's Roth. They follow the annual limit, so it stacks over several years. Nothing wasted, and the graduate starts adulthood with a real nest egg. There is another turbo button for grandparents and high earners. The 5-year gift tax election lets you superfund a 529. You can front load up to 5 years of the annual exclusion at once. A couple can effectively double that amount together. It keeps estate plans clean and moves money into tax-free growth earlier. It also seeds decades of compounding before tuition is due. What counts as qualified is broader than most people think. Approved apprenticeships count for required equipment and fees. K-12 private school tuition is allowed up to a yearly limit. Student loan repayment is allowed up to a lifetime limit per person. Check whether your state tax rules conform to these federal expansions. Some states do not match federal treatment on K-12 or loans. Investment choices make or break long-term results. Age-based index portfolios auto-shift from stocks to bonds as college nears. Static index options stay simple and cheap if you want control. Avoid high-fee active funds that drag returns year after year. A few basis points matter when you save for 18 years. Let us build a simple action plan you can copy. Step 1. Pick the plan with the best combo of state break and low fees. If your state gives a strong deduction, start there. If not, pick a top-rated low-cost national plan. Step 2. Automate monthly contributions tied to paydays. Step 3. Choose an age-based index glide path or a static index mix. Step 4. Annually sweep gifts or tax refunds into the 529. Step 5. Map for years of withdrawals before freshman year starts. That keeps you selling high and avoiding panic in bad markets. Here are 3 smart unlocks that most people miss. Use to 529s one parent-owned and one grandparent-owned. This splits control and maximizes aid, friendliness, and flexibility. Track the qualified expense list and keep digital receipts each term. Books, software, and a laptop often qualify when required by the program. Run front-loaded contributions in the early years to maximize compounding. Small dollars at birth beat big dollars in senior year. What if your child does not attend college? Change the beneficiary to another family member. Save the account for a future grandchild or yourself for a degree. Use up to the student loan limit if debt exists in the family. Or start the slow 529 to Roth rollover path for the beneficiary. Flexibility is the hidden feature most headlines ignore. Now, the pitfalls so you never trip the wire. Non-qualified withdrawals of earnings face regular income tax plus a penalty. State deductions can claw back if you roll to another plan too soon. Day trading inside 529s tempts people, but taxes saved do not fix bad bets. Fees, marketing, bonuses, and fancy brochures do not pay tuition. Only contributions time and low costs do that job. Let us tie the bow with a quick example. A newborn gets $200 per month for 18 years. A simple index mix earns a reasonable long-term average. By college, that account can cover a serious chunk of tuition and housing. Leftovers then feed the Roth rollover over several years. The student finishes school and starts investing far ahead of peers. So what made 529s the college cheat code? Tax-free growth on qualified withdrawals did the heavy lifting. State deductions and credits sweetened cash flow for many families. Control and beneficiary changes kept options open for decades. The new Roth rollover turned leftovers into a launchpad for life. Plan early automate contributions and keep fees tiny, and you win. If you want more cheat codes that turn rules into real savings, Subscribe now.